Today is Friday, January 8th, 2016. This will be a short rant on Planned Parenthood and Hillary. Now, earlier this week, NARAL, the National Abortion Reproduction Rights Action League, endorsed Hillary, and yesterday, Planned Parenthood endorsed Hillary. And this is the first time that Planned Parenthood has endorsed any candidate, I believe, in the 100 years of its existence. Now, before I get to that, a couple quick things. Number one, yesterday also, the Congressional Black Caucus Committee endorsed Hillary. Now, this is pretty strategically important because Hillary right now is leading in Iowa and New Hampshire by a couple of points. After we get through those two, then we go down to South Carolina. And South Carolina has a large majority of the Democratic registered voters whom are black. And that right now she is leading Bernie Sanders I believe in South Carolina by over 50 points, like 70-20, something like that. And that's also the case in a number of other areas. And of course, it's in general that Hillary has a very, very high percentage of the black vote that would be coming to her as of right now. Obviously, things can change. So getting that endorsement yesterday was very, very good because, again, 6 weeks before South Carolina. Leon Panetta made a big stink yesterday. I'm sure he's endorsed her, but maybe I just hadn't seen it. And talking about her unique qualifications. Vice President, Secretary of State, Senator, and spouse of a United States President for 8 years. Also, she got the endorsement from the Asian American Pacific Islander group. She was out in California fundraising. She went in there. They have always been very strong Democrats, or Democratic. And she went in there and she knew what their concerns were and let them know that she was behind them, especially when it comes to bringing in people from Taiwan, the Philippines, Vietnam, China, Korea, etc., and in the Pacific Island groups. How important it is, especially if it's loved ones, to get them into the United States. So some very strong endorsements this week. The thing about Planned Parenthood, as I said, they hadn't endorsed anyone before. They also have about $20 million they can spend. At the same time, of course, $20 million doesn't really mean much in this election. But remember that Planned Parenthood has been serving women in rural, poor areas all over the United States for over 100 years. And those are not necessarily the traditional voters in elections. And they obviously felt strong enough for Hillary that they came out and endorsed her. Now remember, they would not have endorsed her if they felt that the blowback on that from the Republicans, from the Tea Parties, from the Conservatives would be so much that it wouldn't be helpful to Hillary. They know, because they know there will be a lot of blowback from those groups. And those groups will actively fundraise against Planned Parenthood starting now, and will do so in the general election if Hillary is the nominee. So Planned Parenthood and NARAL, they knew that there would be blowback, and they know their numbers. Hillary knows her numbers because she wholeheartedly accepted their endorsement, and that whatever the Republicans and the Conservatives might get off of that, it won't be enough for what Hillary and Planned Parenthood know the benefit will be towards them. So what we have here is a very strong week for Hillary in terms of endorsements. About a month, less than a month away from Iowa, then New Hampshire, then South Carolina. They would not be all of these groups would not be sticking their neck out if they felt that it would be detrimental to Hillary before the nomination, or closely before the nomination, or something like that. And they know their numbers, and these are all strong Democratic people who, so very strong, very important. They know that this is going to be helpful to Hillary. And again, I'd say a couple other things. Hillary is covering all her bases. She's getting strong, positive endorsements from important groups the week after Christmas, even before the first primary, the first caucus. So these groups are very, very strongly behind Hillary, and they know that it will be beneficial to Hillary to come out with that now, as I would like to say, sooner rather than later.